The WWE is on a roll right now. They're making record gates. They're contracting some of the biggest stars in the business. They have an incredible rapport with celebrities. They have a great media presence right now. They are conducting some of the biggest shows that we've ever seen with the biggest names that there are in the industry right now. And there are bangers after bangers after bangers of shows these days. And they are also making possibly good profits. They made a $6 million profit. That is not big, but at least they're earning so much money, and they have so many stars over with the fans. This is something remarkable. This is something iconic. But there is something still lacking with the company that is preventing it from being what we would like it to be, from being what we used to love. And there are so many problems that are now slowly rising to the top, that are slowly coming to people's eyes, and that everyone is now seeing through. And to become a better promotion, to maintain the fans' interest, to continue to draw these massive gates, these are the problems that the WWE needs to solve. Today, we're going to discuss everything that the WWE needs to do to improve the product. The first of these problems is boring themes and no custom videos. If you remember when we used to love, when we were kids, when we used to be fans of Titantron videos, the custom videos, the entrance videos of all the wrestlers, we were so hyped up to see them. We were so hyped up to see the highlights of all those of our favorite wrestlers. Right now, that job is being done by the fans at most, and the company is just making some generic theme songs and with absolutely no Titantron videos. That just makes the product boring. And I know we've been wanting it for so long. We've been rallying for it online, and some people even in the shows for the custom videos, but we've still not gotten them. And I think we desperately need those videos back. They add some flavor to the product. They add some spice. They add some level of taste to the product, and they make it more enjoyable. They make it more connected to the fans. Also, the themes are just so boring. No one stands out these days. When you look at the themes in the more popular eras, the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression era, everyone had an iconic theme song. Everyone had a distinguishable theme song. Nowadays, every theme song just sounds the same. You can't even tell who has come out. If you notice at the Royal Rumble, the crowd is hyped up to see someone coming out, but they don't know who is actually, unless and until it is someone like Cena or Punk or Roman, whose themes are completely different from the rest of the roster, whose themes are they're noticeable, they're remarkable in their own. If you look at the themes that we used to have, look at Stone Cold's theme, look at Mick Foley's theme, look at The Rock's theme, look at Batista's theme, look at Edge's theme, DX, Triple H, Booker T, everyone had a different theme that matched their gimmick, that matched their character, that matched the persona that they had on the television screen. And they just need to bring it back. We even used to have these up until about 2017, let's say. Even Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all of these people got great themes. Even Nakamura did, that had something to say about their characters. But nowadays we don't have all those, and we desperately need to bring better themes out and custom videos on the Titantron. Also, let's just change this setup, but I'll discuss it later. The second thing that I want to highlight is better sets, better stages, better sets for every show. Every show looks the same these days. it's like you just carried on from the previous show and nothing changed, and it's all the same. There is no distinction to any show. There are no special sets. There are no custom setting. There is no custom theme for any show. It's just we're in a city, and here is the screen, and the screen will just display whatever graphic we have decided for the show. We don't have the fist on on SmackDown. We don't have any custom things that would make the show better. You know, that would add something to the character of the show. That would make it special, and we desperately need it. We need it to make the shows more memorable. We need it to add some substance to the shows, and we need it to make the shows feel important and not generic. The third and possibly the most important thing on the list: lesser belts. There is a belt on just about every wrestler these days. There is there are two world championships, there are multiple mid-card championships, there are multiple tag championships, and on the women's roster as well. It's just loads and loads of belts, and there is the speed belt, there are the developmental belts, and there are just belts everywhere, and everyone has a belt. It's like everyone is a champion. And at least for me, and I know I'm probably nobody in front of wrestling legends, but I think most wrestling legends would concur with me when I say that there shouldn't be so many belts in a wrestling promotion. There should be one, or maybe at least, let's say, two world championships, if we do have, and if the roster is that big. If there are two world championships, there should be just one mid card championship. We're having so many belts these days. The whole point of having a belt, of being a champion, it becomes futile. It becomes meaningless. It's like the belts don't have any credibility to them anymore. It's like everybody can be a champion, and it also becomes tougher for the fans to keep track of who the champion is. And when it all that happened, when the championship changed hands, when did a new championship get introduced? It is hard to track. It is confusing for the fans, and there are just so many belts now. If there is a wrestling promotion, the whole point of having a belt is for every wrestler to look up to the top and want that belt, or look at the mid card and want that belt. That belt holds some history to it. It holds some significance, some value, some. It has an image in the eyes of the fans. But if there are so many belts, and if just about everyone has held all the belts, it just becomes meaningless. And that is why we need lesser number of championship belts. The next one on the list is a better tag team division. And yes, that stands for both the men's and the women's roster. There need to be better tag teams, and not just that, there needs to be a substantial rivalry between the tag teams. There should be a program that holds some value in the eyes of the fans, that has something to it. Tag team matches these days usually only happen because they're either tied into some other feud of the mid card or of the main event scene, or they're just for some championship. And that is how championships change hands too. And that is just preposterous to me. I think there need to be multiple tag teams competing for just one tag team belt. I mean, it's a pair of tag team belts, and there should be managers for those tag teams. There should be someone who can speak for those tag teams. A manager just adds some charisma to the team. He adds flavor to the team. He adds much needed a much needed character to the tag team. If you look at some of the most popular tag teams of all time, like the Midnight Express, look at what Jim Cornette did with the tag team. He completely changed the business in a way. He made a name for himself. He did something iconic. And even in recent times, when AOP was new to the scene, when they were in NXT, when Triple H was still booking it, like about years ago at this point, and Paul Ellering was there, and Paul Ellering was then he was ditched when they came onto the main roster, and even though they brought him back, they had AOP for some time in the past year, and now they've fired him again. I mean, Paul is an old man now, but he can still do all those great promos. He can still make a name for the team. And if you bring these legends back, even if you don't bring a legend back, you can have someone, what I mean to say, who assists these tag teams in in cutting their promos, in in adding charisma to the team, in adding a much needed accessory to the team. Let's say in that way, he becomes the engine of the team, the manager. I mean, just call me. I'll manage some teams if you want me to. But you need to do something that makes the team stand out and that makes the tag team division worth it. And if there is just one belt, there are multiple teams who have programs completely separated from the main event or the mid card singles scenes or programs. You can have an incredible tag team division, which the people will want to see because wrestling crowds, wrestling fans have since the beginning of the business, since the very dawn of it, they have loved seeing a good tag team match, a good tag team division. That is one of the pillars of this industry, and it has been weak for so long now. And I don't think anyone can dispute that fact. Well, folks, I think that brings us to the end of this video. This has probably been my longest video yet, and if I go on any longer, I think no one will see the end of this video. I think I won't get any views then. But do tell me what you think about what improvements the WWE needs to do to make the product better, to make it a better experience for the fans, and to make the promotion better, to make the wrestling scene better in a whole. What do you think about it? And what are your views upon it? Do let me know. Maybe I missed some things. Maybe I didn't. But I need to know your opinion. If you like the video, click like and subscribe. And of course, share it with your friends if you concur, if you accord with me. And I'll see you guys sometime soon.